my merrymakers, come a little bit closer. It's time for all the things Thursday. I almost said something else. Today has been a day. Like, I am not gonna lie. By 9 o'clock a.m., I was done. Let's backtrack a little bit though. To all my oldies and goodies, thanks for coming back. To anybody new here, welcome. All the Things Thursday is my weekly video where I talk about all the things, including my hair doing whatever weird thing it's doing back there, that are going on in my world. And I record these on Wednesday nights. So when I say today has been a day, I'm talking about Wednesday. But today the hyper focus kept on like hyper focusing on things that I wasn't doing in the moment, and it was making me very forgetful in the moment, because Thursday, aka today, I'm going to the DMV because we've moved, so I need to update my license, and it's something I've been putting off, but I have the ability to do it tomorrow. So today, Wednesday, was all about making sure I had everything I needed to go to the DMV, which included, but not limited to, making sure we had a rental agreement for my roommate that had to be notarized. There was some stuff involving that. We smelled some wonderful barbecue. And this was at like 10 in the morning, and it made us so hungry and want barbecue so bad. We got it without the barbecue sauce. It was delicious. And there are plenty of leftovers. That's probably what I'll end up packing as part of my lunch tomorrow, because who knows how long we'll be at the DMV. But anyway, we don't have an appointment, but since it's a Thursday and not a Friday, we're basically just gonna we're gonna leave the house ridiculously early, like 7 o'clock, because the DMV is about 30 minutes away from our house, and it opens at 8. I realize other people will probably be waiting in line by the time we get there, but I don't want to leave any earlier than that, because I need to make sure I, number one, eat breakfast, but number two, pack snacks and lunch probably, because the last time I went to the DMV without an appointment, I was there until 1 p.m. So I'm expecting the same, assuming we don't get turned away at the door because we don't have appointments. If not, there's a Michael's not far, and we're gonna try to match that pesky pink yarn, which I was amused because part of my frustration with how today was going and printing out those documents was we ran out of printer paper. And I'm like, I know we have like tons of printer paper. So I was looking for it, and I was going through my stash, and I found a pink. You probably want to see it. This is the pink that was in my stash, and I was like, that is actually kind of close, but it's still too dark to match the pink that I have. And this is Red Heart Super Saver, and it is called Petal Pink, which made me wonder if there was maybe a pale, P-A-L-E, petal pink that they might have. But you know, either way, I'm going to Michael's tomorrow to try to match this pesky pale pink yarn. If nothing else, they do have more of the Caron baby cakes in stock, and I believe they have the colorway that I need. So if push really comes to shove, I'll just buy a couple of those and be done with this mess. That being said, come a little closer. I'm doing something I don't do very often. I'm doing a giveaway. So you may have heard me say it is my birthday month. I am also celebrating 21 years of knowing my husband, which is kind of significant for us because we met when I was 21 years old. Wait, that can't be right. I'm not 42. I'm not going to be 42. That's next year. So, yeah. Anyway. So, there's going to be a secret word. And also, you need to tell me whether you would like a gift card or yarn. Okay? I do have a few things to show you that I've been working on. So let's get to it. Some of the things that I've done are not with me, so I'm gonna pause. All right, so I did a couple more towel toppers. And this is just Lilies and Cream cotton yarn. And if you saw my Let's Talk, I had some left over and I made a washcloth with it. This is a knitted washcloth. Nothing special, very basic washcloth that is very beginner friendly. And then both today Wednesday and tomorrow Thursday, I will be working on this. This is a shawl that I've started for my sister. The pattern is called Stars at Night. This is some yarn that I got at the local yarn store known as Smarts, and it was mystery yarn. But I'm pretty sure it's 80/20 superwash merino, and I just love the purple. Now purple is my sister's favorite color, so I'm very excited to be making this for her birthday, and tomorrow should give me plenty of time to work on it. And then the last thing I've been working on is a bottom-up sweater for my son. Now, I went on Etsy and I bought a pattern, and it really was a pattern, and it was for a chevron, but I want to say I bought it for $3.87 or something like that. So I wasn't expecting much, but I still didn't get what I would think would make a good pattern. The pattern was written for one size, which was a medium large, which would have been way too big for my son because he is very small around. And there was no instructions or gauge or base count, as in this pattern is based on a multiple of X amount of stitches plus 2 or 3 so that you could make your own size. None of that. So I was kind of upset that I'd spent $3 on this pattern that I couldn't use right now. I will be able to use it in the future. And believe me, I tried to figure out what the base count was. I did so many calculations and so many trial and errors. It was like, but I was pulling my hair out. So I grabbed Ye Old Crochet Bible, found a chevron stitch in there, and it's, of course, the single crochet chevron stitch. Now this is in the round, and this goes around him. So when I say my son is tiny around, I mean he is tiny around. So, and it does have a good amount of stretch to it. So, he is, you know, it will grow with him a little bit. But, there's not much here because there was so much that I tried to do to make the other pattern work. So that made me really frustrated. All right. Magic word is soap. So, and how this will work is you do not have to be a subscriber. YouTube says I can't demand that. You do have to comment by entering, because the way I pick a winner is by random comment picker. I'm gonna give you guys 2 weeks, just because, again, this weekend is busy, and I believe next weekend is Easter. So, I believe that puts us on the 10th or the 9th. I will do a random video drawing, and then that person will be responsible for reaching out to me via email so that I can verify their preference on whether or not they get yarn or a gift card. And let me just say, if you want yarn, you have to be within the continental US. I'm sorry, shipping is crazy. Everybody else, electronic gift card from Amazon, okay? Which means I will need a valid email to send it to, okay? So I will require that information, and plus a small verification step to make sure you are who you say you are, because, you know, we now have to do stuff like that. So, that being said, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, especially if you're a subscriber and you don't want those evil YouTube overlords to unsubscribe you from my channel against your will. Feel free to comment down below. Even if you're not entering in the giveaway, it helps my analytics. If you're not a subscriber yet, consider subscribing. I have a lot of yarning content, and if that's your job, make sure you hit subscribe. Plus, you would do well to hit that notification bell. If you really like my channel and would like to help it grow, share this video with everyone you know. In the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao.